So I'm here with Rhiannon Beauregard, who is originally from New England, is now a transplant to Austin, Texas. Well, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much. I'm so happy to be here.
So what happened this week with you?
Well, we came and we showed in training level amateur, and we won all 3 of our classes. We had a personal best score of 77.174, which, if you don't know about dressage, is like I'd broken 70 once in my career, and I got above 70 on all 3 scores here, which is really awesome. So, and we wound up winning the world championship.
Yeah, I can see all the hardware right here. So tell me a little bit about this horse. I know that he's kind of up in age, so how old is he?
Yman is 23.
And what's his prefix?
Meadoware Yman. He's from Meadoware Farm from Walpole, New Hampshire.
And I remember this horse showing when I was little, and he used to clean house in the hunt seat division, so it's pretty cool that he came to Oklahoma at 23 and cleaned house in dressage, so that's really cool. So tell me a little bit about your story. How did you get here? How did you transition into dressage?
So Yman, I began Yman as a 3-year-old junior hunter pleasure, and I think our first show was in 1996, first Morgan show, and we showed in the hunters, hunter pleasure for pretty much our whole career. I had leased him out to Sue Casper from S&S Stables while I was in college and grad school, and so he had a pretty successful career with them. And then I moved him to New York, and we did a bunch of stuff. He was a therapeutic riding competitive horse. We'd take him to shows with the kids, and he does carriage driving, so competed in that. And we fox hunted, we trail ride, we do all sorts of stuff. So he's just really a lifetime horse. And I transitioned him in dressage a few years back because I knew as he got up in age that he was going to need to continue to work. And I really liked how dressage really promoted sort of the physical fitness and harmony between horse and rider. Initially, I thought dressage was like sort of boring and stuffy, but now I realize that it's just really always about the team between, you know, him and me and our performance.
So the transition into dressage, so it was a learning experience for both of you then?
Yeah, I had never ridden dressage before. I don't even think I had watched it on TV. I had no idea what it was, and I just got an opportunity to take a couple lessons, and I thought it would be cool if Yman, who had always been like on the straight and narrow, like learned to move sideways and learn to flying lead change, which it's way harder than to do it in a proper way. But dressage really just opened our eyes to a whole level of just harmony and balance and physical fitness. And I realized a lot of the stuff that Yman had been presenting with as a younger horse probably could have been fixed by dressage had we taken that next step and gone in that direction. So I really can't support it enough. I feel like when I showed in this circuit, I thought dressage, like, oh, that's just like what like horses who aren't pretty do, which is like a horrible thing. But I realized that it's super athletic. It's super, I have to memorize tests. I have to do things at exact moments. We don't get like a rail to canter, like you canter at sea. And it's like, it's just really cool. So even though it looks kind of like nothing's going on, so much is going on. And I love the sport. I love this sport. I just love riding. I love Morgans, but I just love the fact that really dressage is what has kept this horse at 23 competing. I can't say enough about it as like just as another chapter in his life.
So can we meet this horse?
Of course.
So we're here with Meadoware Yman, who's a legend for sure in New England in the hunt seat division. I remember him growing up, and it's kind of cool to see him out here. He looks pretty good for 23.
Thanks. Again, I'll credit dressage, and no expense has ever been spared in his life by anyone who's ever been his caretaker. The horse has been like just generally just really well cared for.
What are some of the favorite things you like about this horse?
Yman is so, I'm going to get a little emotional. It's just really awesome to be here. He's just so gracious, and he's just such an honorable horse. Like, he's my best friend. And, to have a relationship with a horse for 20 years and then to come here and to win is just like so overwhelming. I like cried in every test I had. It was just like, I just feel so grateful that I had a horse as a young age, and I'm able to be an adult and just be recognized for the hard work. We've had a long road. I had some health issues a few years ago, and I thought my riding career was over. And we came here and we won, and it just was just really awesome. And I feel like Yman has a lot of fans. He's just a sweet horse. He's just a nice guy, and I feel like that's a Morgan, but that's also his breeding, and it's also like, you know, I never ever, I let him always tell me what he wanted. So he's just very appreciative for all of this. Like, just really, really awesome horse.
Well, thank you so much for talking with us. It really has been a pleasure, and really to see how passionate you are about the Morgan breed, dressage, and your horse. And it's just really inspirational. I think everybody at home is really going to enjoy hearing your story and hearing about this special horse. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for giving us this opportunity.